Welcome back to Hot Water Wrestling, everybody, and here is my predictions video for Wrestlemania 28. I'll also be talking a little bit about what I'll be doing down here in South Florida. Miami area is my home. So Friday night, I will be going to Ring of Honor. I've always wanted to see a Ring of Honor event live, so here's my chance, so I'm going to take it. Looks like a pretty good card. I'm really looking forward to it. There's nothing better than some good indie wrestling live. If you ever get a chance to go out and see some, I've encouraged all my viewers in the past, but go out there, find local promotions, go support them, go see them. Indie wrestling live is a lot of fun. I'm hoping to run into some YouTube personalities, people from the YWC, IWC at the Ring of Honor show, because it's a smaller venue, and probably be able to see some people around and say what's up. Saturday night, I will not be attending the WWE Hall of Fame. That is because a good friend of mine is tying the knot. Yep, he's getting married, so I'll be heading up to his wedding in Boca Raton, Florida. Got to be there for your friends, guys, always. Friends come first. Dear friend of mine, I wouldn't miss it for the world. So no Hall of Fame for me. Saturday will be a non-wrestling day. If I wasn't having this wedding, I would go to Fan Access and I would go to the Hall of Fame. I'm going to neither of those. Basically, it's just not convenient for me to go to Fan Access on Friday or Thursday evening. I'm married, I have kids, I can't be away from home 4 nights in a row. It would be too much to ask for me to be able to go to the evening Thursday access session. If it's a spontaneous thing that pops up, I will do it. But as of now, I'm not doing it. I wish they would have it on like Thursday afternoon as well, or Friday afternoon rather, I meant. You know, like if it started at noon on Friday, I'd go down there for the afternoon and then come back up and see the Ring of Honor, but it's not working out for me. So the wedding on Saturday, then of course Sunday will be Wrestlemania, and then Monday, here's another reason why I'm not doing anything on Thursday. It's because on Monday is of course Monday Night Raw, but I also want to let my viewers know that if you are in the South Florida area, the Red Hot Chili Peppers are playing at the Bank Atlantic Center in Fort Lauderdale. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I have a couple friends coming in from town. Ideas have been tossed around. It's going to be one of 3 things. It's going to be Red Hot Chili Peppers, Monday Night Raw, or Stay Home and Chill. I personally am leaning towards Monday Night Raw for the sole fact that I have seen the Red Hot Chili Peppers a handful of times, and they don't have their original guitarist with them. But any other time, that wouldn't stop me from seeing this lineup. If you've never seen the Chili Peppers before, absolutely go out and see them if you can in their town on this tour. Don't miss them. They're very cool. Anyways, so that will be what my weekend will look like. And now on with my thoughts of the WrestleMania card. Sorry, I'm reading this on this other screen over here. So let me just get my ducks in a row. We have the Divas tag match. Well, I'm happy to know that the celebrity appearances at WrestleMania this year are curbed. There's not a lot of stupid celebrity stuff going on. I think mainly because The Rock is such a big celebrity, as well as being a wrestling talent, that they, I guess, felt the need that they did not have to bring any frivolous attraction in. So I'm fine with this, Maria, whatever her name is, and Kelly versus Beth and Eve Torres. That's fine with me, just get it out of the way. I think we're all happy. All us wrestling fans are happy that there's not a lot of stupid, celebrity segments at I think we're all happy that there's not a bunch of stupid celebrity segments at this year's WrestleMania. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to read and talk at the same time. Then we have the 12-man tag match, the Team Johnny and Team Teddy. Well, I guess I was supposed to say who was going to win that match. Usually when the celebrities involved, the celebrities win. So I'll go with Kelly and Maria to win this match. Then we have the 12-man tag match, of course, Team Johnny and Team Teddy. You know, I think this could be a cool match. I'm actually happy and excited that Booker T is on the card and he's wrestling at this year's WrestleMania. I think that's pretty cool. I'm not expecting the world from this match. I think you'd be foolish to do so, but I'm hoping at best it's an entertaining match and it does its job. I think Team Teddy's going to take the cake on this one. I think they are going to win, and I think Santino Marella or Zack Ryder will be the one who seals the deal for them. Next would be Randy Orton versus Kane. Well, let's all applaud Randy Orton for stepping aside this year and taking a average match, I guess you could call it, or whatever, a mid-card match on WrestleMania. To allow the other matches to happen. The Miz really got screwed this year, I'll say, but where does he fit in? But anyways, I don't know who's going to win this. You know, it could be a screw job finish. One would have to put their money on Randy Orton for the sole fact that he's already taking a back seat this year as far as being in the main event picture. So I don't think they're going to have him lose on top of that. So I think it's pretty safe to say we're going to see a Randy Orton victory. Intercontinental match, Cody Rhodes and Big Show. Wow. I don't know. That's a very difficult one. I can't, say that I'm looking forward to the match. I'm happy that Cody Rhodes is a champion and on the WrestleMania card in a singles match. I think all Cody Rhodes fans are happy about that. So, at least he's got that. But he's fighting Big Show. Maybe they'll pull a rabbit out of a hat and have a great match, but I'm thinking this might be a so-so match, maybe even a bathroom break in some respects. Not miss the whole match, but, you get what I'm saying. But I'm going to go with the Big Show on this one, I guess. I am. I am. I'm going for Big Show. He's lost a lot of WrestleManias, and they might put the strap on him for a little while. World Heavyweight Championship match. Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus. Well, I just have one thing to say about this match. I think that I will probably faint, if Daniel Bryan leaves Miami with that belt, I think Sheamus is going to win this match. I think WWE management is high up on his character. They're starting another mega push for Sheamus. I felt this for a few months now that Sheamus was starting to, again, get a huge push. And I think he's absolutely going to take this belt off of Daniel Bryan. There's just no way, business-wise, they're going to let Bryan win. If they do, I will be floored. I'll be very happy. But whoever thought 2 years ago that Bryan Danielson would be at WrestleMania wearing the World Heavyweight Championship belt? So it doesn't really matter if he wins or loses. I mean, he has done what we thought was the impossible. At least I thought it was going to be impossible. I thought Daniel Bryan might actually become like the next Jamie Noble at one point. I think I made a video that, is this guy going to be like the next Nigel McGuinness, not Nigel McGuinness, but you know who I'm talking about. Jamie Noble. James Gibson. Thank you. Sorry. But thank God it didn't happen. But I definitely think all the arrows point to Sheamus in this one. It's WrestleMania. He makes a better action figure, so he's going to walk out with the strap. I hope I'm wrong. I'm going to be rooting for Daniel Bryan. Then we have CM Punk versus Chris Jericho. The one match that could perhaps steal the show at this year's WrestleMania. I am looking very forward to seeing this. I can't make a prediction. I really can't. I want CM Punk to win. I love both these wrestlers. These are two of my favorite wrestlers. In fact, they're probably my two favorite active wrestlers in the active wrestling world, at least in the WWE world today. It's Punk and Jericho. Edge was right up there. I loved Edge. He had to retire. But just very much looking forward to this match. I would like to see CM Punk win and continue his push. Okay, I mean, this would really cement the guy. I mean, he's going to be cemented anyways, but this would cement him if he were to beat Chris Jericho. Who knows? You know, I mean, I don't know. Maybe WWE is looking at this as a send-off for Jericho because Jericho is getting up there in age. I'm sure he can work a few more years, but we don't know that. We don't know what other interest Jericho has. Obviously, he loves his band and all that. So, you know, this could be Jericho's last big title reign, so he might grab that strap off of Punk and do a run to SummerSlam or something. I think his album comes out in the fall. So if you're looking at it from a business perspective, Jericho would take the championship and hold it, you know, through the early summer. I don't know, you know, that might happen. Punk has had the title for a while. Who knows? On that one, I'm just gonna toss my hands up because I can't see. I think Jericho's more likely to win, but then tomorrow I kind of feel Punk is. It's very strange. So can't wait to see it. Undertaker versus Triple H, part 2, or I guess part 3 officially, but part 2 of the saga of ending the streak. Wow. Shawn Michaels is involved. 20-0. Now this is the big 2-0, you know. I've joked with my friends, if I was the Undertaker and I won this match, I'd be like, call Vince and be like, all right, you know, I have decided to really hang it up. I'm in too much pain. I am done. And because if Undertaker keeps coming back for more, I think that WWE management will eventually take the streak from him for no other reason than to have an exciting event at WrestleMania. If there's a year where like things are kind of lukewarm, they don't have that much excitement, when that happens is when we see all these stupid celebrity things happening. Well, then they're going to be like, well, we can't end the streak and it'll make this WrestleMania legendary. You know, there's so much legendary shit going on at this WrestleMania already. And it's 20-0. That's the whole thing, you know. It's like, you sit back and think about it. Okay, well, you know, he's 19-0. That doesn't sound near as good as 20-0. And if he gets 20-0 and then he loses next year, they can still be like, he was 20-0. He had the longest streak that finally came to an end because such and such beat him. I will have to say that The Undertaker will win this match. And I will also say that if anyone ends The Undertaker's streak, in my humble opinion, it's going to be one of two people. That is Randy Orton or John Cena. End of story. They're the only two superstars that are young enough to get that accolade, help them through the rest of their career. Not help them, but you know what I'm trying to say. Carry that accolade and further build their legacy. Okay? Because Triple H does not need the accolade. And Triple H's character is next to ruined at this point because the cat's completely out of the bag that he's behind the scenes working in WWE. You know, it's getting like to the point where when he wins a match, it's like, well, you're the boss, you know? I mean, it was different when Vince McMahon got in there, okay, because he's like the boss and he's Vince and it's nuts and you know, but with Triple H, it's a little different feel, don't you agree? Maybe I'm off my rocker, but I would agree to that. I don't know. I think The Undertaker will win, like I said. If we don't see a Rock Cena next year, look for maybe Cena taking The Undertaker's streak. I could easily see the company doing that. And I can easily see the company giving it to Randy Orton. Only those two guys, though. That's it. Brock Lesnar, no way. There's no way they're going to let Brock Lesnar... The only way they might let Brock Lesnar take that streak from the Taker would be he would have to literally sign a 2 to 5 year contract saying he's going to do every house show and he's going to be in this company every single Monday Night Raw, whatever. Okay? They're not going to let someone waltz in like Brock Lesnar, do WrestleMania, beat Taker, and leave. They're not going to let this. Too prestigious. That would be an insult. I love Brock Lesnar. He's awesome, you know, but that would just be an insult. It's going to have to be a guy who's going to stick with this company, and that's Cena and that's Orton. You know, and Punk, he's a little young for it still. You know, it would have to be one of those guys first, because Taker ain't going to stick around that much longer. If they gave it to Sheamus, I'd vomit. They've given this guy enough. And I like Sheamus. I've grown to like Sheamus. He's cool. He is, you know, he's his own guy. You know, I'm not in love with the guy, but I do like him a lot, you know, and I do enjoy watching him wrestle. And I think that him and Daniel Bryan will have a match that will surprise us. I think they'll have a cool, good match. Anyways, back on subject. The final and last match of the evening. The Rock versus John Cena. Well, who can predict this, right? I mean, the logical thing would be John Cena. For what I just said about Brock Lesnar. I know it's Dwayne Johnson, I know it's The Rock, but to let him come in from Hollywood, beat John Cena, get back on the airplane, and fly off to make a movie, you know, what does that say about wrestling? You know what I mean? It's a little insult, and I'm rooting for. I want The Rock to win. I definitely want The Rock to win, and I know that contradicts what I said, because the fan in me wants The Rock to win this match. The businessman in me tells me they're not going to let him win this match. Now, if The Rock does win this match, I think we have a guarantee that he will continue to make appearances in WWE throughout 2012, probably at SummerSlam, maybe at Survivor Series, and there will be a rematch of Cena Rock at next year's WrestleMania. If he loses, then there's a chance we won't see The Rock again for a little while in WWE programming. And there still could be a rematch. You know, he could lose this year and win next year. Abso-effing-lutely. But it's a hard decision. And I think they still might actually be making this decision as we speak. Because if I'm in the driver's seat on this, I'm looking at it going, God, what do I do? You know, I mean, I'm getting all this national attention for WrestleMania for the first time in a long time. Okay, like there's people coming out of the woodwork, people on my Facebook who don't even watch wrestling anymore, commenting, I think I'm going to order WrestleMania this Sunday because of The Rock, because it's all this cool shit, and CM Punk. You know, a lot of normal people are talking about CM Punk too. I know it kind of doesn't seem that way, but I see it, you know, not as much as The Rock. But they're getting the most attention that they've had in a very long time on their product. And it's very difficult to make a decision. Well, shit, you know, I mean, The Rock's supposed to be awesome, and all these people are going to be watching, and we're going to make him lose. But then it's like John Cena's supposed to be our new Hulk Hogan, and he's supposed to be awesome, and we can't have him lose to an actor, a Hollywood celebrity who's just going to leave the company and go make films, and everyone's going to be like, yeah, but, you know, the casual fans be like, The Rock's a bad mofo. He came in there and showed those stupid wrestlers what's up, and, you know, I don't know. You catch my drift of what I'm trying to say. I mean, it's such a difficult decision, but my gut feeling tells me that John Cena will win the match. That's all I have to say. It's sad but true, but that's what my gut tells me. I want The Rock to win. I do, in his hometown. I do. I really, really, really do. And I would hope that if he did win the match, like I said, if he wins the match, he's going to make more appearances. You know, if I was in charge, I would almost talk to him and say, look, if we put you over, you got to come back next month and fight at Backlash, whatever the hell they call it these days. Extreme Rules or whatever. You got to come back and do one more if you go over. Because, you know, The Rock himself, okay, just him as an individual, has got to be sitting there saying, you know, all eyes are on me here. I don't want to lose. I've got this amazing image. Now, I understand the paycheck. Fine. You know, at the end of the day, I'm sure he can sleep just fine losing the match. I'm not trying to be that naive. But at the same time, The Rock has a lot of eyes on him. Maybe eyes that have never watched wrestling much before. But they know The Rock because he's in feature films. And now they've decided that they're going to watch some wrestling because this guy, Dwayne Johnson's in it this year. And they've heard about him before. They know he's The Rock. But they were too young to watch The Rock when he used to wrestle. Or they didn't watch wrestling. So now they're going to give it a chance. I know a lot of people like that. You know? And The Rock doesn't want to look foolish in front of let all those people down. You know? But at the same time, if you're WWE, you're looking at it being like, we have all these new people. We need to show them who John Cena is. So hopefully they'll come back and watch next month when Cena fights again. You know, Cena loses this month, and you're a casual fan. You saw what you came to see. The Rock whipped this guy's ass, and you go home. But maybe, you know, Cena impresses you because he wins, and you're like, wow, this John Cena guy's kind of cool. And then you start watching wrestling. And then by SummerSlam, you figure out Cena's a fucking jabroni. I'm just fucking with you Cena fans. I like Cena. You know that. I give him a hard time. But I you know, whatever. But, you know, it's a rough decision. So this video has gone on long enough. I have blabbed long enough. If you're someone I'm going to see down here, or you're someone from the YWC coming down to the South Florida area for Wrestlemania, I hope to run into you, say what's up, and until next time, I'll see you on Hot Water Wrestling. And that did not work. Okay, let's try again. I'll see you next time on Hot Water Wrestling.